Now it is. Oops. Oh well. She'll love me later. Okay. All right. I'm going to share back to my screen and we can go back. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So, all right. So we said relationships, marketing, and prospecting. Okay. Yet so many agents are spending their, weeks bouncing randomly back and forth because they don't have an intentional plan. You really need to have an intentional plan. All right. So let me ask you this. No conversations, no appointments, no contracts equals no closings. So if you do not have a pipeline formula or a system in place, you're not going to have any closings. Closings don't happen magically. They're simply a result of having enough quality conversations over time. You have to have a certain amount of real estate conversations. Okay. If you want to know what your closings, if you want to know why your closings are happening or not happening, you need to be able to follow your formula. Don't just look at a closing to see what's happening with your inconsistency, right? You want to look at your conversations. How many conversations are you truly having? Okay. So your weekly activity, we just talked about this. How many real estate conversations did I have last week? Most successful agents know how many exactly they have. They know because they're tracking it. Sometimes people say, well, I had on Instagram, I followed up and I did this, but they couldn't tell you really how many conversations they had last week. If you don't measure, you can't improve. If you don't know the numbers, you can't improve the numbers, right? So, how many appointments did you set last week? How many follow-up calls did you complete last week? How many new people did you enter in your database? It's important that you know your numbers. Numbers do not lie. Activity that actually pays you is the conversations, is the appointments, is the follow-up negotiation, and the client's experience, right? That was my phone. Okay. Sometimes it feels like if you just tweak your website for a few hours, you'll get the business. Or if you redesign that business card, you'll get the business. Or you just organize your office because you're overwhelmed by your office, you'll get business. But let's be honest, none of those things right there directly create income. Your income follows the conversations, not the perfection, not the things that you have to clean up. You have to have more real estate conversations. Am I right? Nikki, you know this. You are doing it all the time. I'm not calling you out. You could just keep on, I know what you're doing. So you just keep on doing what you're doing. But she's one busy gal. That woman she tracks everything too. She's very, very busy. Very, very busy. All right, mini exercise. I need you guys to write something down. One habit. Write down one habit that's stealing time from the activities that actually grow your business. What is that one activity you spend too much time on during the week? What could you replace it with that would generate business instead of taking up your time? So I want you to write it down. Now ask yourself what would happen if you replace that activity just 1 hour a week with a lead generation activity or a follow-up activity. Small shifts can really create big, big results. So I want you to really look at it. Look at what you do every single day, right? So this is the third one, the conversion gap. Leads aren't enough, Michelle. Appointments aren't enough. Relationships win. I want you to remember that. This is where many businesses quietly leak the opportunity. Some agents are actually generating plenty of leads, but they're not converting them. They're not asking for the appointments, or they're not having enough of a conversation to learn about the client, right? So conversion isn't about just having the perfect script. It's about building trust with that person, trust with the clients, with the family who wants the home. Think about the last time you chose a doctor, a contractor, I don't know, a financial advisor, right? You probably didn't choose them solely based on the credentials. Like you went to ChatGPT and you asked them who was the number one contractor or the number one financial advisor. You chose the person because you trusted them, right? Real estate is the same way, the exact same way. People don't hire agents, they hire the confidence in the agents. If someone hears from you only 6 months out of the year, trust fades. If your communication is inconsistent, trust weakens. If your interaction feels transitional, your trust disappears with them. People want to know you're invested in helping them, not just close the deal. Anybody have any questions yet? Okay. The follow-up mistake. Most agents just stop after one call, one email, one text. Agents assume lack of response means lack of interest. Often it simply means life just got busy. It just got busy and they weren't able to follow up. Following up isn't bothering people. That's really important. You need to understand you're not bothering them. You are helping them. You're coming from abundance. Done the right way, it's serving them. You have value. You want to add to them and give to them. Can you all relate? Is there times when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bothering them. I don't want to bother them, right? You don't want that. You want to be able to help them continuously. Right? So I urge you, call them again, email them again, text them again. All right. We're going to ask yourself, there's a little exercise here. I want you to think of one person right now, someone you meant to call, someone who you said, they said next year they'd want to buy, but you didn't cultivate them. Someone who actually disappeared after you had a showing with them. How many of those relationships are still opportunities if you just simply connected with them? Pick up the phone and connected with them. What would that look like for you and your business? I do know a time I was coaching an agent, and it's actually on YouTube, and her business was down. And she shared that she actually went back and called for the last 24 months everybody who walked in her open house. Lauren, you may want to mute yourself. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. So this gal went back and called every person who walked through the doors in the last 24 months. Her business went up 238% last year, or it was actually a couple years ago when this happened. And yes, she had to prepare herself for some negative conversations. Yes, she got a lot of no, I don't need any help. But guess what? She closed over double digits because of those phone calls that she made. What would that do for your business if you went back and did that? There's opportunities sitting right in your database worth more money than you actually think. So follow up is key. And it's okay to call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while because you're following up with them. And if you need a script or if you need me to role play with that with you, just reach out to me. Just reach out to me. I will help you through it. Your biggest opportunity. If you've taken anything away from today, I want you to remember this. Growth doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right things consistently. Many agents spend years chasing the market, chasing that shiny penny, that tactic, while overlooking the relationship that they already have sitting in their database. The opportunities you're looking for may already exist just in your database. Better systems to uncover, and all you have to do is just nurture them a little bit. Lucy, may I just call on you just for a second, if you don't mind? I do coach Lucy, and when we were tackling your database, what happened? This was just like a month or so ago, huh? Where you were able to get that, I think it was a listing appointment because you were
Yes.
following. Yeah.
Hmm.
You want to
And
share that?
also, I had a client that I had known from in 2017. He gave me his listing last year because I've sent him several messages and I also have him on Facebook. So he asked me, would you like to list my property? And I haven't seen him in all those years. He's just been reading my messages, my emails, and following up on me on the Facebook. So
That's
yeah.
beautiful. So, okay, so that's another thing. Being consistent on social media, right? So you need to post and be consistent. You don't want to just post and 2 weeks later post again. That's like posting and ghosting, right? And so you need that consistency. You want people to see you as a person as well, not just a realtor. You want to be able to be relatable. So you're building that relationship. It's so important for you to be relatable because, again, we're building trust. Trust is important. Okay. Anybody have any comments, or do you want to share something that has happened to you? All right. You guys are quiet. Wake up. All right. Let's roll. All right. The fourth gap, systems gap. This is huge. Success isn't built on just motivation, it's built around repeatable systems. Consistency is key, you guys. Here's one of the biggest mind shifts, if you will. Something I want to leave, I want to make sure you leave with today. Top producing agents aren't successful because they're more motivated than you. They're successful because they don't have to wake up in the morning wondering what they're supposed to do because they have a system in place. They know how to win the day. They know what's going to work and what's going to happen if they stay consistent. They have a system. They built systems that make sense and that they're repeatable. Think about Starbucks. They're worldwide. If I would go visit Lucy today in Spain and say, hey, let's go get a cafe mocha, or if I would go to Minnesota and go get a cafe and mocha, it's the same exact one. The same exact one. It's a duplicated system. You can walk in anywhere and get it, and they rely on you. It's not a system that is in their memory, it's actually written down. So sometimes memories doesn't work because that's why you're going to make a different mocha now, right? So your business, because you're the CEO of your own company, should be working that way. You should have a system. And when we are going through the systems, we talk about GPSs when you're coaching with me. We talk about what's going to work. What's your four legs of lead generating? How are we going to make sure you sell those 10 houses? All of that. So there's a system in place. All righty. If you took 2 weeks off, what would happen right now with your business? Would your business keep moving? Would your business come to a halt? Many agents haven't built a business, they built a job. And the minute they stop working, the minute they leave, everything stops. Everything stops. There's no lead generating, there's no follow up, there's nothing because you're gone. You don't have a system in place to help you while you're gone. You need to be able to go on vacation and take time for yourself. All right. So when you're looking at this, systems create freedom. Systems also reduces stress. They reduce fatigue. They do improve a client experience. So when you have a system in place, it will improve a client experience. Most importantly, they will free you up to focus on you so you can do better. It'll keep you in your 20%. I guarantee you, if you have a system in place, it'll keep you in your 20%. And I know there's a few of you that I'm coaching on here right now that's what we're doing. We are focusing on systems and models that's going to allow you to enjoy yourself, enjoy your world while getting systems in place, right? So the costs of keeping it all in your head, keeping it memorized, it's like forgetting the birthday, forgetting to follow up, lost referrals, oh my gosh, inconsistent service, and obviously burnt out. Have you ever laid in bed in the middle of the night thinking, oh my gosh, did I call them back? Oh my gosh, did I send that email out? I know I'm not perfect. I actually have a tablet by my bedstand. So if I do have to write something out, I write it out because I see it in the morning and that way I can clear it off my head and I can sleep better. So I do encourage you to do that. Keep a little tablet by your bed. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, did I do an email? Did I do this? Did I forget something? However, all of that is mental clutter. Every time your brain has to remember something, it's stealing energy from a strategic way of thinking and is exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting. I want you to write this down. One task you repeat every single week. Now ask yourself, could this become a system? Could this become a system and model that can help you in your business? And what would that look like? There's so many different ways that you can put a system in place. Um, a week ago, I was helping another agent who is learning how to leverage. And Patricia, did you want to say something? Patricia Lopez?
Yeah, I have a quick question for you. When
Yes.
you keep talking about systems, are you talking about other systems or just like command? Like making that, I'm confused. Like, should I be focusing more on command or is there other systems that maybe you're incorporating with people?
So there's other things that you could be doing. So let's say if you had an assistant and you need to manage the projects. So I actually helped somebody who had just got a VA, and I put a spreadsheet together. So it wasn't like a list. Okay, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. There's actually a spreadsheet put together for them so they can hold each other accountable, right? So that's a system. If you are doing an open house and you need a follow-up system, right? If you if you have a lead, what do you do with the lead when it comes in? That's a system. You've sometimes people get so busy or they just don't know how to put a system together. You follow me, Patricia, now?
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
yeah. However, command can help you. Your whole database should be on a couple different systems that they have. So okay, I'm old school, so somebody needs to help me. So I'm like, like a email campaign. So a campaign, you want to make sure that they're on campaigns. You want to make sure that like a neighborhood nurture, right? You want to make sure, there's open house campaigns that you can put them on. There's thousands actually in campaign in command. But when we talk about systems right now, I'm more talking about like a lead system, like a following up on your open house system, following up on your database, calling your database, not like that one phone call and you're done and done. You know what I mean? So you're actually have one in place. And I can help you with that. That's what MAPS coaching, that's what we do. We get you together with your systems so it allows you to stay in your 20% and you have a little bit of freedom. That's the goal. Okay. Write
Thank
down
you.
what. No, my pleasure, hon. Right. Okay, there's something in the chat. Let me just take a look at it because it just came up. Oh, less time on the phone scrolling. Yes, Patricia. I love that. All right. Write down one task you repeat every single week. And what is that task that you can make a system? Anybody want to share? Jesse, did you want to share something?
Yeah, I think one of the tasks that I do is, prepare is doing social media and those campaigns, and probably it's a little too scattered the way I do it right now, and I could probably organize it better, create a process for that, and manage it a little more efficiently, so I'm not spending as much time scattered around.
100%. That's smart. I can help you with that. We could do a discovery call and it wouldn't, it's me talking to you and me helping you, right? So it's being purposeful instead of being entrepreneurial with things helps so much, and if you have like a calendar of what you're going to be posting, let it be a reel or a stagnant post or doing a story, and knowing what you're going to do ahead of time and having tools put together for yourself for the social media is key as well. Which when I was teaching Breakthrough 120, remember that day when I was sharing a couple different apps? Oh my God, they're like a godsend. I don't know what I would do without those apps. And if you need to like a brush up on that, let me know and I can help you. All right. Here we go. Anybody else want to chat about anything that they would put into a system?
Michelle,
I
can
would
I
like,
ask a quick question? Oh,
Okay, so I don't know who those two people were, but one of you go.
one was me, Patricia, but if I didn't mean to interrupt anyone, if I did.
Okay, go ahead, Patricia, and then the next person can go,
Okay.
please.
You're familiar with my Facebook page. When you say post, 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 do you mean like I have a business page that I just don't do anything with because all my clients and people are and lenders are all on my personal page? Do you
Right.
feel that that is a big deal if I'm utilizing my personal page and turning it
I
more
do
into
not.
business? Okay.
Yeah. However, you also need to keep it personal as well. So it's like it's 1 to 4 ratio is what like Rachel Adams Lee would say. So one business post and the rest, 4 others would be personal, right? So you want to pick out like 4 pillars. If you looked at my social, I am all about coaching. I am all about family. I think you guys all know what I like to drink on the weekends. It's
Espresso
espresso.
martini.
There you go. Yes. And I know we are due, sister. You and I are due, and we'll make it happen before the summer's over. And I'm strong in my faith with my family and making sure everybody comes together and goes to church, even though they have their own lives. But it makes Mama happy, and I'm always posting when Matthew's up there. So you want to make it relatable, and I would have to say, 30 years ago, social media wasn't this, and when it came, I was like, there is no way this girl is going on social media. And lo and behold, I believe I met 3 of you who are on here because of social media, which, so here we go, right? And Lucy, I know you're laughing away. And now look at me, right? And I mean, yeah, my business grows because of social media. That's just the way it is. And I'm so grateful for it. However, you would probably want to do it the 1 to 4 ratio. Does that answer your question, Patricia?
Yeah, it does. Some realtors are more creative than I am, and I struggle with what to post. And from what I remember a long time ago, like there's a company that you can get things from to be able to post on your timeline. Is there
Uh-huh.
something like that that can
Yeah.
help you? Okay.
I can help you with that. Rachel has a app on her phone, not on her phone. She has a system that um, I could definitely help you with because if I can do it, you can do it. At first, I was like, "Girl, I am not doing this. There is no way. I don't even understand." And then I was like, "Oh my God, that was
And you know how
pretty
savvy
easy."
I am, so
I know, but Patricia, I'm telling you, it's so easy. I mean,
okay.
she has the comments, and you just load your pictures up, and it's just easy. I'll have to show you. I'm like amazed that I can do it actually. So yeah. There was somebody else who was chiming in when she was chiming in as well.
it was me. It was me.
Okay.
I just wanted to add because Jesse was saying, well, both of them, they're talking about social media to also post on the groups. in their neighborhood and areas because for me that works super good. I get a lot of contacts, referrals, and people moving to your area from other states or, in my case, from other countries. And I've had clients coming from the US and they're coming to Spain to buy properties. And especially from public groups and private groups.
So like what kind of groups?
Well, for example, in my case, I go to expats moving to Spain, Americans moving to Spain, British moving to Spain, things like that. Or, there are different groups. Even in the neighborhood where I live, there's different groups. Some of are public, some are private, and they post things about, the community where I live, for example. That is a private because only the people that live here can join that one. But you can do that in your neighborhood, for example. But I'm sure that in the city or the town that you live, there's probably other groups that you can join public or privately. And they normally ask you a few questions. If you want to join, you can just answer them if you can, and they will add you in.
So yeah, that's a great lead source, and I appreciate that you chiming in. You've actually done golden letters in those groups as private
Hmm.
messaging as well, and that has
Yes,
helped. And it's just getting
that's.
your name out there. It's getting them to know and to remember, oh, that's right. You're an agent.
Hmm.
That's right. So yes, yes, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, everybody. I do appreciate it. All right, the leadership gap. You don't rise to your goals, you rise to your standards. Remember, you get what you tolerate, you guys. You get what you tolerate. So I encourage you to make sure your standards are up to par. This is where coaching changes everything. Leadership isn't about managing people. Leadership starts with leading yourself. The habits you tolerate, your habits that you tolerate. Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and getting the same results? Or are you going to change it up to make sure you are raising your standards? You aren't repeating the same excuses, repeating the same habits that aren't producing the results that you're looking for. The standards you set are yours to own. Every business eventually becomes a reflection of the owner. So I'm asking you to ask yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and say, where's my standards? I'm worth more. My business is worth more. And I can do this. I can do this. And you will do it if you own it. If you own your activities. And you guys know, well, the majority of you guys know on here that I'm very, very passionate when I'm supporting you and encouraging you. It just doesn't stop with, oh, we're done for like the 30 minutes. You get me on the weekends, you get me at night because I'm very passionate at what my standards are. And my standards are for you to be successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to raise your standards. I want you to have habits that are duplicatable, that push your ceiling. Every business is a reflection of the owner. And what is your business telling you? What is your business telling the public, right? The question leaders ask, instead of why isn't this working, ask what needs to change. Instead of who is to blame, what can I own? What am I doing? What can I do to improve? How do I take it to the next level? Victims wait. And I encourage you not to be a victim. I encourage you to be a leader and evaluate what is working and what is not working in your business. What are the activities that can be a system? What is actually making you money? Or are you mistaking, movement for achievement, right? Yeah, I cleaned my office, Michelle. I'm going to organize and I'm ready to go. Um, yeah, but that buyer that was coming in that open house that you should have done is done. They're going with somebody else. You need to make sure your focus is right. Every challenge you come across contains information. The best business owners become students of their own business. That's a mic drop. Mic drop. The best businesses, no, the best business owners become students of their own business. Okay. The difference between a producer and a CEO. I don't know if you remember, not even 20 minutes ago, I said, hey, you guys are all CEOs of your own company. A producer's mindset reacts, survives, works harder, solves today's problems. A CEO mindset plans, measures, delegates, because you got to stay in your 20%, and builds for tomorrow. So when you are delegating, there are people who could do the social media. There are people who could do, I'm just going to say Facebook ads because that's what's on my top of my head when I'm saying social media. There are people who could do, I don't know, give me something here, you guys. There's so many things that we do every single day that other people can be doing for you. And Lucy, you and I have been talking about this. There's two people we're going to be leveraging soon. And say, excuse me, and same with Nikki. There's things that other people can do. You can pay them minimal that will keep you in your 20%, doing the activities that actually produce the results that you're looking for. Am I right or am I right? Okay. All right. This is another audit. I want you to rate yourself 1 to 10. Do you have clarity on your business? True clarity. Do you have clarity on your lead generation system? Score yourself. Do you have clarity on your conversion? You're having your conversation, your real estate conversations. Do you have clarity on your systems? And do you have clarity on your leadership? Take a minute, honestly score yourself in each of those categories. Don't compare yourself with somebody else. Excuse me. I'm going to get some water here. This is your starting point, you guys. Awareness is the first step. Awareness is key because awareness always turns to growth. The next step would be growth. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Which score surprised you guys the most when you were scoring yourself? And what's the real issue hiding underneath it? Anybody want to share? I know you're writing it down and thinking about it. Jesse, go ahead. I can see you.
Yeah, I think the lead generation and conversion, and I guess they probably go together as well. But it just means that I need to refocus where my energies are, especially because I'm limited, being a part-time agent. So I have to kind of redirect my energies and reorganize just a bit. So that was surprising, but I think it's, now that I kind of see it this way,
I'm
gives me
glad.
the perspective I need to make those, adjustments.
I'm so glad that has changed your mindset a little bit, right? I'm so glad I'm able to support you to have clarity on it as well. Sometimes we think we're lead generating and we're not. Sometimes we think we are having enough real estate conversations, but we're not. I would have to say, and I'm just going to, you said you obviously, I know you work as well. You have your dual career. Keep in mind, I have somebody who she had a dual career and she was my rookie of the year. So whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Wherever you put your energy, you just need to make sure it's money making activities, not cleaning your office up or making sure this video was perfect. I don't know if you saw my video this morning. I did a live where I was just getting out of working out and I thought I was going to die today. And it was like I was probably a little bit of a mess, but I just did it, posted it, and post and go, kind of thing, because I wanted to make sure everybody remembered the class today. We had almost 175 people sign up. So, I needed to make sure they remembered. And so I stopped critiquing my videos. They don't have to be perfect. Oh yeah, Lucy, you know this. They don't have to be perfect. They just don't. As long as you get the message across, you're good. You are golden. Anybody have any comments about their scores on other items that they scored? Anybody want to share? Anybody in the offices where there's two people? Do you guys want to share? I'm joking. Unless you want to, I would love you to. All right, you guys, that's okay. What I do want you to do, because I just noticed only one person put in the comments where you're from. Make sure you put where you're from so people can see, because that is another referral source. Okay. Um, I just want you to be thinking about those numbers. All right. Make sure you are focusing on the highest number to help you. All right. Your 90-day focus here. I want you to choose one area, not five, one area, not three, one area, and master it. This is where most people sabotage themselves because they're going to leave this webinar. Okay, oh my gosh, this is such great stuff. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Try not to do that. I love that you'll have energy leaving this webinar, but just try to really think about where growth truly, truly happens. It's with that one area. Pick one area and improve it. Improve it dramatically and then move on to the next. You can do this. Just write it down and make it happen. Imagine 1 year from now, okay? 1 year from now. You know exactly where every lead comes from because it's a system. You have a follow-up that happens automatically because it's a system. Your clients become a referral source because you have them on a system. Your calendar is with intention instead of just like all over the place because you have a system. You leave work, believe it or not, can you do this? You leave work without guilt. Your business grows without constant chaos. What would that look like and what would that feel like? Right? I mean, come on. That you finish work on time and you leave on time. You leave and you go on vacation and you can breathe. Wow. So remember this, information creates awareness. So more information that you know in your business, it creates the awareness. This webinar can absolutely change the way you think, but thinking differently isn't enough. Businesses change because owners take action. That's where accountability really, really is important. So either you find somebody, your bestie out there, who is going to hold you accountable. You hire a coach. I don't care if it's me, a MAPS coach. You hire a coach that's going to support you and hold you accountable and give you systems and models so you will reach your number, your goal, and become a community that is incredibly powerful. Make sure you are surrounding yourself with that powerful team, that powerful leadership, that powerful coach that's going to lift you up. What was your biggest takeaway today, you guys?
I'm going to chime in real quick. It's definitely the systems, like the consistent systems, and it's very difficult when you're doing all of the things and you just keep doing them and you're not getting results and you have to just keep going. I find that difficult, but I was also going to respond to Patricia about, I think it was Patricia with creative marketing. If you need to get familiar with it, if you go to AI, which I'm not a huge AI person, but if you go to it, Chat GPT will build you a market plan with your for the week with your branding, and that comes in handy. And then a gold nugget for other people that I started partnering with is my credit unions that I have, that I know the managers and I've worked with them for a long time. You can get on in their lender department as a preferred realtor if you work with those relationships. And I'm not a gatekeeper. I like sharing so that everybody can take a win from it.
That is Charlene out of KW Sac Metro, you guys. So if you have any referrals, send them her way.
Thank you,
Anybody else?
Charlene.
Yes. I don't know who said that, but yes, go
I
ahead.
did, Patricia. It kind of make the thing that I take from this is because you know me, and you know my past, and always was a top realtor. And I think what I'm thinking that when I had to take a year off because of my sister's health, if maybe I had some of the systems in place, I wouldn't feel so overwhelmed now. I wouldn't feel like, it was just so hard to get back. Because when you take time off for family, which I don't regret, it's like sometimes you come back and like where do I start again? Sometimes you have to kind of like, I think these it just reminds me that having all this in place would have been kind of helpful.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. Um, well, we could talk about it, Patricia, as well. We could get things going. We can. We'll sit down and we'll get like a calendar for you.
Okay.
Definitely. Anybody else want to chime in and share what they are going to focus on, maybe? What is their like one thing that they're going to focus on?
Well, Michelle, I'm focusing on a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, having a whole work program, as you say, so if you can take off, your work continues to flow.
Right.
We've been building our systems more so. In
Mhm.
fact, as we're on here, my admin and I are doing that. And when you do have those in place, your business does run smoother. And then back to the marketing and things. Yes, I agree. You can do Claude, ChatGPT, you, Rachel, and then Jason, the real Jason Abrams. They've been
Yeah.
posting. If you follow them on Instagram, they've been also having things on there too. So if you don't follow them, you should, because they've been putting out how to use, chat, or what prompts to put in, because that's important too
Mhm. Thank you
for
so much.
marketing.
And if you guys want to hang back after we get done, I could share with you a couple things that I do and my apps that I use. It was a game changer yesterday with because I don't know if you guys know, I coach Rachel Adams Lee group, her team of agents, and I do it one-on-one. And so I was sharing a few things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys don't know this. So let me share this. This is awesome. And there's some, there could be some strong takeaways for you too. You might see some value in it. Anybody else want to share what is that one thing that they're going to change in their business? The one thing. Okay. Here, if you want to book a discovery call with me, we could talk about accountability and what strategies and systems you want to learn. Please book it right here. There's a QR code. It's free. It's just you and me talking and see what you could do on your business. And we could talk about strategies and accountability and just what that culture would bring to you if it's ongoing. I would have to say. It's probably going to be one of your best 30 minutes you ever needed for strategy building for your business. So yes, take a look, and then I'm going to go forward here. So hang tight. Oops, let me go back to here, and I just go here to here to here. Can you guys? Okay. There we go. I wanted to share with you guys. A few guys asked me on a text about my book. Yes, you can get it on Amazon. And I do know a few of you guys who are on here have read it. So if you guys want to chime in, chime in. It's not a real estate book, it's more of a book that shows you and teaches you that you were made for more. There's questions after each chapter that supports growth and awareness. So definitely take a look at the book. It's on Amazon. It's Break the Ceiling. I guess I should share the title. Break the Ceiling. And okay, do you want me to share with you a couple of the tools I use for social media?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I am going to share my phone. Hang on. Share my phone. Okay, I want to go more. And I want to go. I'm not quick at this, so just give me a few. iPad. No. Why won't it give me my phone? Okay, slides, iPhone. Okay. All right. I am going to um it's going to pop up in a minute. It's thinking. Okay, this is my phone. If you notice, I clear my phone out. I'm not the one that has, well, I have a few, but not a lot, right? Okay, so this one right here, if you go to repost, can you guys see that one? It's called repost. It's amazing. If you need me to share this app with you, I can. I would just need you to call me or text me. Let me tell you that my telephone number is 209 321 8797. My email is Michele, Michelez, at kw.com. Okay, repost. So let's say we love the Jason Abrams, and I am okay. For me, for what I do, I'm going to share this. So I'm going to see the arrow key right here, this arrow right here on the bottom. You're going to take that arrow. You're going to say copy link. Okay, so I copied the link. And now I'm going to take it over to repost, open that up, and it's going to say allow paste. I'm going to paste it into this app. And it's downloading. So here it is. I'm going to post it on, I'm going to post all, this one has multiple pictures. So I'm going to post all media. I'm going to post it on Instagram. I'm going to put it in the feed. However, oh my gosh, I don't have any words. So I'm going to go back, swoosh up, go back to repost, copy and paste. Everybody knows how to copy and paste. You just highlight it. I'm not going to say common agenda because I don't have that set up on my Stand store, but I'm going to copy it, go back to Instagram, and I am going to make sure I hit all of these. So hang on. I want to go here. No. Yeah. It's hard because I'm looking at the screen at the same time. So I'm going to go like this. Okay. And then I'm going to hit the top arrow. And I'm going to hit next. There's already music, but I'm going to paste the caption right here. And I'm going to add my signature. And my signature is saved on my keyboard as a shortcut. If somebody needs help with that, raise your hand. Do you know what a shortcut is? So all I'm going to do is put MZ and my signature shows up. Okay. Then I hit this button up on top and I hit share. And I have it set up so it goes to my Instagram to my Facebook. Okay. Anybody have any questions there? Pretty cool, huh? You like that one? I thought anybody? Okay, so
Okay, you didn't share that with me yet. That's a new one. What are you hiding here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, that's so funny. Okay, so if you go back to spaces, this one right here, spaces, So look at maybe do a screenshot so you guys can see it, right? If you're looking for it on your Apple application, you're going to go to Spaces. I'm going to take the same content that I copied because it's already in my system. So I'm going to paste it here. And if you do that, and let's say I'm the type of person that wants something catchy, so I would highlight that and I can bold it. See how I did that? Find the sessions to build your role. I'm going to bold it and maybe even put a little italics on there, right? And then I'm going to add well, I have to allow to paste because I'm going to paste my signature. I'm going to do my shortcut MZ. Did you like that, Linda?
How do we configure the signature?
Oh, you want me to do that for you? Okay. Everybody put your signature. Okay, this is another one. I love Google Keep. Google Keep has everything on here for me, from kids to the market centers to MAPS coaching to my mom. If you're close to me, you know my mom's 87 years old and life is hard sometimes, kind of thing. And I have to go to Kaiser and I have her card, I have all her insurance, I have everything on here. I wish I would have known to color code it. I didn't figure that out until years later. So color code if you can to begin with, okay? So if I was starting all over, I would put here signature and put your signature here. So if like this. So that way you can always just copy and paste it. However, what we're going to do is we could do this together right now if you could just type out your signatures and so you can copy and paste it into the next app I'm going to take you. Um, so if you go to your systems, Patricia, are you following me, hon? Or do you need me to?
No, I'm following. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go into settings. We're going to go into general. And I can, if you guys text me, I can put you on a group and I can do a video and send it to you. So just let me know. So you're going to go into general. You're going to go into keyboards. Right here, right? There's keyboards. This is so funny. This is being recorded too. I should have stopped the recording. Yeah, I'm going to stop the recording. How do I do that? Oh, well, it's too late. All right. So you're going to go to text replacement. Okay. So in the text replacement, my shortcut is MZ. My signature, I paste it into the phrase. You follow me? I'll make one. So the plus button right here on top, hit the plus button. Okay. Hit the plus button. Shortcut. Okay. Shortcut. I would probably do a hashtag if I had to do it all over again. Hashtag MZ. Okay. MZ. Because there's so many times when you just need to put your initial and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't get everything else out. So put a hashtag in your initials and then your phrase, paste your signature in there. See that? So on my signature, I help people break ceilings. That's what you're seeing. Is anybody doing it right now and have success? Yep. I love it. Love it. I can see Lucy's really staring at it and trying to do it. I love it though. Linda, are you trying to do it as well? Linda from Miami, just so you guys know.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Yeah, I think it's too long, so I'm trying to shorten it now.
No, it's not. It's not too long. I've
Oh,
actually
no.
put whole paragraphs in there. So it's not too long, just so you know. I put like a whole paragraph. So, okay, here you go. How about this? If you, I'm going to get out of that so it doesn't save. You know how some agents say, if this is your first time on my feed, or if this is your first time in my social media, so you know what? I'm going to look at something really, really quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing an appointment. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Um, if you, I'm going to go to, um, I want to say Taylor does this. Taylor Thompson. I know if you guys know her. She is one of our top agents over in KW Ripon, right? And she does, if you're considering a move to Modesto, California, or welcome to my small corner of social media, right? So if you guys see that, you could take that and put this into ChatGPT to make it yours. You can say, I really like this. You can screenshot it and it can read it. And please make it mine. You know, so what you could do is you could go into the text replacement. You can actually make it. You could copy and paste whatever ChatGPT made for you, paste it into that phrase area, and make another shortcut. You follow me? Do you want me to show you that again? So this is hers, right? Welcome to my small corner of social media. You can screenshot this and drop this in ChatGPT and say, please make me one. And then you're going to copy it. But I really like this too. She does, she's like, who am I, right? I live in the valley. My entire life is considered a great place to call home. I love sharing things, real estate, local, and life around the valley, blah, blah, blah. You could copy it, put it in ChatGPT and say, make it mine. So you put it in the shortcut, do a hashtag, and put it in the phrase. And you could do that whole chapter. Linda, were you able to put your whole signature in comfortably? Awesome. You got a takeaway. Woo! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anybody have any questions for me? Did you guys enjoy today? You did?
Yes.
I love that. Love it. Awesome. Linda, I might be headed your way. Did you know that? Is that why you're on? Or how did you get on? How did you hear about us? How about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a text today
Oh, good. You
and I
got it.
like the topic. So I was like, okay,
Awesome. 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 And it sounds like you like the class, so that's great. Who's your OP or
I'm the team leader.
you're the team leader? Okay.
But I
Oh,
think I met you at symposium. Were you talking at symposium last year? Was it you?
no.
No,
But I was on
somewhere in the South
yeah.
Florida, maybe region.
Well, I might be over there soon. Just
Oh,
because yeah, and Brian is your
the
okay.
new
Yes,
regional.
so tell him you were on my call today and tell him you
Oh,
want me because I have a really good presentation I just did for another region and for an office, um, how to become a magnet team leader. And
oh,
I help you with social media. So if
love
you
it.
want me to do that with your office, I'm all in. I can do that. Okay.
I have a call with Brian on Monday, so I'll make sure to mention him because he's actually new to the region and he's
He is.
trying to get our feedback. And
He is. And I don't know how this would be. Um, Matt Pitts, is Matt Pitts around that area too? No,
no.
no. Okay, but I do know when Brian said, "Hey, I might need you to come out," I'm like, "How far am Miami? 45 minutes? Who's going with me?" Yeah, So
I
I'm in
hope to see you there.
California. What
Oh,
was
you're
that?
in California. I'd love to see you in the South Florida region so we can meet in person.
I would love that too. And I can support you guys. And how long have you been a team leader?
Not too long. This is my second year, so I'm still figuring it out. I was in production for 24 years.
Okay,
Look it
text me
up.
and email me. Let's set up a time, you and I.
Okay.
And I can give you a spin on what I've done for 15 years.
Sounds
Okay.
great.
So it's
So
nice to have
I'm
somebody to leverage. A team, just so you guys all know, the team leader role, it's lonely. It is lonely. So I'm here for you, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate it,
welcome.
Michelle.
You're welcome.
Nice
All right,
meeting
you
you.
guys. It was nice meeting you as well. If anybody has any questions, reach out to me. I'm here to support you. I love what I get to do every single day. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.